Hello guys, welcome to Flying the Bears series. Today I will be using a Misc Hull A to trade Beryl in Microtech. And I will explain you the time I spent on each run, where I buy the Beryl and where I sell it. So the first thing, I will go to let me see, showing mining facility SMO 15. I think it is SMO 22, showing mining facility SMO 22 in Microtech. I am at Port Tressler now, and I am using the Misc Hull A. It is a very slow ship, as you will see, so I will be using boosters most of the time. To use the boosters, I redirect all the energy to the engines because it's more efficient when you use boosters. I will do several runs to calculate the average time so that I can calculate the profits per hour trading Beryl on Microtech using Misc Hull A, and I will sell at TD at the common surface entrance. That way I don't have to land at any spaceport and I don't have to pick trains or shuttles, because picking trains and shuttles, it's a loss of time. As you can see, I am using the booster all the time. I have all the energy to the engines. You can do that by holding F6. If you hold F5, you will redirect all the energy to your weapons. F6 is to the engines, and F7 is to the shields. And if you hold F8, it will just center the energy distribution even to all these systems, to weapons, engines, and shields. But if you want to use the boosters, it is more efficient to redirect the energy to the engines, because the boost will recharge faster, and also the boost will be more powerful. Now I am jumping to SMO 22. I have started the timer to measure the time of each run. I did 5 runs in total, and then I calculated the average time. The second round, third and fourth and fifth run, I went directly from the commons to shopping mining facility SMO 22. I didn't go back to Port Tressler, okay, because it will make any sense. I am testing for every ship that can be used for hauling or as a freight, different commodities, so that I can see for each ship which is the best commodity to trade regarding the profits per hour. So in the next video I will do the same with gold, probably, because gold it is really profitable, and so I will do the same thing. I only do trading on Microtech because for me it's is a place where you can have the more profits per hour. It doesn't matter the ship you are using, you will always get the more profits per hour. Just because you can land directly at the commons and don't pick any train or shuttle. The only drawback now in 3.19 is that there is a mission on Microtech named Money for Nothing that is at a place named Misc Hull A. And normally there is no comlink, and that's a problem right now. In 3.18 there was not that mission, and on Microtech it was a peaceful place normally. But now we have this problem. As you can see, we don't have any comlink. So now it is more challenging to do trading on Microtech. But well, it's not as dangerous as doing trading in Crusader, for example. Crusader is a really dangerous place for doing trading. There are a lot of pirates there. The maneuverability of the Hull A is not very good. Now after landing, remember to open the cargo. You will see how to do it now when I land. Here extend cargo spindle or a spindle, I don't know. I will also make a video on how to outfit this ship, how to engineer it. I name it engineer because I like also Elite Dangerous, and I like the word engineer or engineering. I like engineering things, so I always try to understand how things work and why. In that video I will explain how to fit, which modules you have to fit in the Hull A, and also its behavior in atmospheric flight, in the couplet mode, how it behaves. It doesn't behave pretty well, but it's not that cheap. And I think I have purchased it in game. I think if you want to purchase it with real money, I think it's 100 euros, around 100 euros, a little bit more. So full load of Beryl, 140, 64 units. So it can hold 64 SEUs of cargo. It's not bad. Okay, 64 units of cargo is not bad for a little ship like this. The freelancer Misc, the Misc freelancer can hold 66, so it's nearly the same. It has nearly the same amount of cargo than a freelancer Misc. But the freelancer's Misc is faster than this one, and also it has better shields and better weapons. So it's also more expensive, of course. And now you can see the cargo in the spindle. It's beautiful. It's like this is the little one. There is a Hull B, the C, and the D. So the C and the D are really, really big. So, and the D also. In field 20, the guys that have purchased the B, the whole B, they will be able to use it. So you have seen 9 minutes to do the first purchasing, and now probably 9-10 minutes more to sell. So it will be around 20 minutes per round because this ship is really slow. But well, 64 SEUs is not bad. And trading is something that must be slow and boring. I like this ship. And of course, you can use it for doing bunkers, for doing box delivery missions, for smuggling also. So it's not bad. If pirates attack you, you will lose. Probably you will lose because you cannot run and you cannot fight. So you will lose. But well. You will only lose 64 units of cargo, so it doesn't matter really. And remember to only spend maximum half of your money, so if you lose, you still have money, so don't worry. If you like moving things from one point to another and have some profits, this is a good ship for doing so, and it's not expensive. You can purchase it in game, so. As you can see, I am using the booster. The speed is really slow. But it's a funny ship. And we are here to have fun and to make some profits with the ships we have. So if you have the Hull A, you can do this. You can trade Beryl, for example. And it's beautiful, as you can see. In the fitting video or engineering video of the ship, I will explain how the spindle works, how the shields are covering the cargo, how you can block the cargo. I will also test if I can move those containers with a tractor beam. I have not tested it, so I will test everything. I will show also what you have inside of the ship. Now I am flying to the commons. I have other videos explaining how to find the commons. So, what you see far at 12 o'clock is the spaceport, is the New Babbage spaceport. The commons is in New Babbage. You see a railroad. That is a train that goes from the spaceport to the commons and also to the hotel. And so you just have to follow that railroad, and you will find the commons. The commons, you will see that in the commons there are 4 domes. They are in the lake, in the frozen lake, so it's very easy to find. I am applying boosters again. You can see the domes now. They are at around 11 o'clock. And you can see the railroad. 2 railroads, one that goes to the commons and one that goes to the hotel. Now it's daytime, the approach is easier. Visibility is good now, sometimes visibility is very bad. 14 minutes, 15 minutes, so it's slow. It's really slow, but well. The 4 domes, or 5, there are 5, sorry, not 4. And this is the commons surface entrance. As you can see, it's always full of ships, some of them destroyed, some of them just left here to rust. It's a fucking disgrace, this. That blue door is for spawning ground vehicles, and sometimes it is blocked, so you cannot spawn ground vehicles, and this is really disgusting. So I always try not to block that door. Land close to the entrance, as I am doing now, well, as I am trying to do. You must be very careful because the landing gear is not very well designed, and this ship has a tendency to turn around, and so you will have problems. You can get very easily capsized, so be very careful when landing, because the landing gear is very badly designed from an engineering point of view. Especially when you have the spine valve open. But I will explain that problem in the engineering video. Now this is the entrance, the common surface entrance, and I will run to the TED and sell so that the time is reduced as much as possible. As you can see, we don't have to land at any spaceport, we don't have to pick the train, so we are not losing time with landings and trains and shuttles and things like that. This is very important for trading, not losing time. All the time must be spent on trading, nothing else. I recommend you to always have some weapons, med pens, tractor beam, paramedical device, food and water, and light armor or medium armor to be able to run faster. Okay, let's sell it. So 163k, so we have made around 20k. A little bit more. In around 20 minutes, as you will see now when I go back to the ship, so that means that in 1 hour I will make 60k, a little bit more of 60k. It's not bad, with Beryl and a Hull A. And on every run we are risking 140,000 alpha UECs, 140 keys. That's a risk of trading Beryl with a Hull A. So that means that if you don't have 280 keys, don't do this. Minimum you have to have 280 keys. If you don't have, don't do it. For example, a C2 full of Beryl that are 692 SUs, each a little bit more than 1.5 million. So you need to have 3 millions to trade Beryl with a C2. Because if you lose your cargo, you will still have 1.5 millions. Okay, that's very important to remember always. Only spend maximum half your money. This is the first law of trading. I have more laws, but this is the most important one. So as you will see now, yeah, 21 minutes. It's a slow ship, but it's nice. It's nice. And 60k per hour is not bad for this ship and for Beryl. We will see what happens with gold. Now I will just go back to the SMO22 and we'll do this several times to make an average time. Okay, to calculate the average time. Remember to fold the spindle before flying. As you can see here, it makes no sense to fly with this thing open, and probably if physics were correctly implemented, you will destroy the spindle. Probably, I don't know. And that's it. Have a nice one, guys, and see you in the next trading video. See ya.